Hi. I'm sure you've heard of this George Floyd incident where this man named George Floyd was killed in police brutality, which is very immature because he was innocent. And they didn't find that out until after they killed him, which is upsetting. And I am outside so I don't get disturbed because kept on trying to make my video earlier today, which I ended up doing, and a bunch of people kept on coming into my room, so I had to keep on restarting the video. So I decided to go on a walk for this so I wouldn't get disturbed. But all I'm gonna say is police brutality is not a joke. They may be officers who work in the police academy, and just because they're officers doesn't mean that killing a person who is innocent is right. That is murder. But they're police officers, so they can do what they want. No, they cannot. They still have to follow the damn rules. Are you serious? Anyone who says that they can do what they want are actually retarded. That's how I feel. So, the police have to follow the rules of... They have to follow the damn rules. They are still a citizen of the United States of America. They have to follow the law. I don't care if you are the damn president. Follow the law. It's just I'm very upset. It's not something I wanted to do, but it's something that I had to make because I know that Black lives do matter, and I'm not saying that as a joke. I'm saying that as I mean it, because George Floyd was an African American male, and he was brutally killed. As Martin Luther King Jr. said, a riot is the language of the unheard. And in my eyes, what that means is if you can't be seen, and if you can't be heard, you get angry. And as many people start to feel the same way, a riot may form, which then you are gonna get heard. Which I don't think that the government should listen to everyone. I think the government should listen to people who actually have a state of mind, who actually know what they're talking about. Like me. I know what I'm talking about. Most of you say, I'm just a kid. Yeah, sure, I'm a 15-year-old kid. Most of the time I don't know what I'm talking about, but in this circumstance, I know what I'm talking about. Because Black Lives Matter, and just because people don't see that, it's not something that should be toyed with. White people have a thing called white privilege. And what do black people have? Or should I say African American people, to be more formal and more respective. They have black privilege, but it isn't as big as white privilege, which is, in my eyes, racist. Because some people are like, that's not racist, it's racist if you... And I was just like, okay, yes, racism is when you discriminate on one race and not the other. That's racism. And seeing white privilege as better than black privilege, that is discriminating on one race and not the other. So it is racist. George Floyd was an innocent man who got murdered at the scene of a crime for no damn reason. And it is not okay. I don't know if I said this or not because I can't remember. I turned off my camera for about 20 minutes and I haven't said anything since. But what I'm going to say now is I don't know how to address most people, because just because someone is black doesn't mean that you should discriminate. Discrimination is something that has been going on for thousands and hundreds of years. I should reverse that because thousands and hundreds doesn't make sense. Hundreds of thousands of years. And it's not okay. Discrimination is something that has been going on. And I don't believe in it. I believe equality should be for all. And if you do something wrong, you should get punished for it. Only if you are the actual person who did it, not if you were a suspect. If you're a suspect, you should get interrogated. That's how I feel. If you're a suspect, you should be interrogated, and if you end up being the person who committed the crime, that's when you should be arrested and punished. I want all of you to go on social media, any social media, and just spread the word. Black Lives Matter, because they do. I want you to all spread the word of. I want you to say here. You guys to say this. Discrimination is not something that should be spreading and something that should be stopped, but it's not going to stop. That's not what I want you to say. Well, I cannot think properly right now. I am like having a mind stroke, but that is a stroke. But anyway, what I'm trying to say is, here, let me put my thoughts into words real quick. I'll be back in like a couple minutes. Okay. This is what I want to say. Police brutality is something that has been going around for a long time. And it has been targeted towards most black men or African American men, which is discrimination. Because they don't go as onto many white men as they do black men. And some of you are going to say something like, black men do all the bad things. No, they do not do all the bad things. A majority of the black men do a lot of things that should not be done. But a majority of the white men do the same. It shouldn't be like a challenge on who can do more. It should be fair that if one does something that is illegal, they should be put in jail because it's illegal. I've seen this around, that the police have let white men go after like robbing like a bank or something like that, and will beat up and brutalize. That's not a word, but I'm gonna use it anyway. Black man for stealing like some candy, and let a white man go for like stealing like some money. It's discrimination. I've seen that happen. Not with like my eyes, but I've like seen it on the news. I know the news shouldn't be relied on, but I've seen it in like websites and online. It's terrible. It's just because white people have white power doesn't mean that black people shouldn't have black power. White privilege, black privilege, they should be treated equally, not as one being more than the other. Spread the word. Black Lives Matter.